Okay, hi everyone. So today we're gonna make Amatriciana pasta with seafood. So the choice of seafood that I have chosen here are some squids and some prawns. So here is about 500 grams of squids, finely sliced, and here's about 500 grams of prawns, deveined and shelled, so it's clean and it's easier for everyone to eat. Okay, so and here we have about 1 large onion, finely chopped. Here we have about 10 medium-sized tomatoes, roughly chopped, and here we have some pre-sprouts for the garnishing, and here we have about 430 grams of tomato puree, and this is our pecorino cheese. So you can use as much as you can or just a little to garnish on top also can. Okay, so here is about 2 teaspoons of black pepper powder, and here is 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Here we have 2 teaspoons of red chili flakes, and here we have 400 grams of spaghetti that has been cooked. And so let's get to the cooking. Okay, so here we have about 2 tablespoons of olive oil heated up in a wok. So we have to make sure that it is really hot before we can start frying our stuff. So the first ingredient that we need to put in is our finely chopped garlic. Pour them all in. And just give them a good stir. Right, so we just let the garlic to fry for about 1 to 2 minutes time. Okay, so once the garlic is softened, you can see the color is different. So we can insert our red chili flakes. So we'll insert 2 teaspoons of red chili flakes. Give it a good stir. Next is our black pepper powder, also 2 teaspoons of it. Give it a good stir as well. Make sure that they are well combined. So next is our garlic powder. So our garlic powder, we just need 2 teaspoons. Right, so give it a good stir. For the garlic powder, you have to stir it quite fast to avoid them from clumping. But if it clumps together, it's fine as well because it will somehow melt or dissolve once you insert the tomatoes and the tomato puree later on. Give it a good stir until you can smell that it has that nice garlicky, peppery and chili flavor coming out from the wok. Then you know it's time for you to insert your tomatoes. Right, so here are our chopped tomatoes. Now we can insert them all in. Give them a good stir. Okay, so next is our tomato puree. So pour them all in and give them a good stir. Okay, so to help soften the tomato faster, we can insert 2 teaspoons of salt. So here's about 2 teaspoons of salt. And give it a good stir. Okay, so on low heat, we just need to simmer this tomato and the puree for about 10 to 15 minutes until the tomatoes are all softened and you can mash them up so that it will become some very thick and creamy tomato paste. Okay, now that the tomatoes are slightly softened and we see that the gravy is too thick, we can add on some water. So this is about 200 milliliter of water. Just stir them. Make sure that they are well combined. Okay, so now we just let it continue to simmer for another 10 minutes until the tomatoes are all softened. Okay, so 15 minutes have passed, and so here's our thick and creamy tomato sauce, which is our Amatriciana paste, right? So now the next ingredient for us to insert is our squids. So you can put in all our squids. Just give it a good stir to make sure that they are well cooked and well combined in the sauce. And next is our prawns. Pour them all in, right? So now we just give it a good stir. Let it simmer for about another 1 more minute until the prawns and the squids are fully cooked. Then only we'll insert our spaghetti. Okay, so now that our prawns and squids are fully cooked, Now we can insert our spaghetti into the amatriciana paste. So we insert them bit by bit. Right, so just give them a good stir. Try to bring all the seafood up to the noodles and let the noodles be soaked inside the paste. So we just need to continuously stir it until the noodles has absorbed all the juices and we can turn the stove off. Seems like it's quite dry already, so we just turn off the stove and plate them on a bowl. Serve them with some pecorino cheese and some pea sprouts, and we are good to go.